My name is Brid. I am a 5-year-old from Ireland. I live in Dublin, the capital city of the Republic of Ireland. Dublin is a great city with over 1.3 million people, over 27% of the population of the Republic of Ireland. My mom says some parts of Dublin are better than others, whatever that means, and that we live in one of those areas that isn't so good. I live in a flat with my mom and 2 sisters and 1 brother. My mom and dad were married but split up shortly after I was born, and my mom is bringing us up by herself. She left school as early as she could, at 15 years of age, and didn't really pass very many exams before she left school. My mom doesn't have a job. All her time is taken up looking after me, and our family has very low income. She sometimes says we couldn't afford to get someone to mind us, even if she could get a job. We depend on social welfare payments from the government. We had something called a recession just after I was born, and I don't think it was a good thing. My mom says it had very bad effect on my family. My mom says that she has had difficulties making ends meet all my life. I don't think my mom likes living where we live. She says our flat is too small and isn't suitable for our family. We rent it from the local cooperation. We have a garden to play in. There are not enough parks and play spaces around where we live. There is heavy traffic, and my mom says sometimes it isn't safe for children to play outside during the day. She says it isn't a good place to bring up children. When my mom was expecting me, she didn't take folic acid or folate supplements the way some moms do. She smokes a lot of cigarettes, and she smoked when she was expecting me. I think that was part of the reason why I had lower birth weight than lots of other children. My mom has suffered from stress a lot, especially when she was expecting me. And it isn't that she wants to smoke or wanted to smoke. When she was expecting me, she just finds it helps her to relax a little bit. She isn't as stressed now as just after I was born, and isn't any more stressed than other moms now that I am 5 years old. My mom had her first antenatal appointment a bit later than other moms, and she wasn't able to go to a specialist doctor when she was expecting me, but when the local hospital clinic instead. She also had a few less scans than lots of other moms. My mom didn't breastfeed me when I was a baby. One of my friends said they had seen a story on TV saying that the study of children in Ireland found that at 9 years of age, children who were breastfed performed better in school tests than those who weren't breastfed, taking account of all sorts of other things in their lives. When I was 9 months of age, I was a bit less likely to be highly developed in terms of my growth and fine motor skills compared to other children my age, especially compared to children whose families was better off than our family is. Most children in Ireland are very healthy. My mom said I was when I was born, and when I was 3 and even 5 years of age. But it seems that moms from poorer families are more likely to say that by 7 years of age, their children are a little more likely to be ill than children from families who are better off. Even though I was a little bit lighter than other children when I was born, by the time I was 3 and 5 years of age, I was more likely to be overweight than lots of other children from better off families. My mom says my diet isn't as good as other children, and I consume more than calories than lots of other children my age. Most children in Ireland don't have behavioral or emotional problems. At 3 and again at 5 years of age, I was more likely to have these types of problems, and although my mom says that there are children with behavioral problems in all families, it seems that children and families around where I live are a little bit more likely to have them. When I was 4 years old, the government allowed children to attend preschool for up to 15 hours per week, and it was free. It didn't cost my mom anything, and she said I would have been able to go to preschool if it hadn't been for that scheme. So that was a really good thing. Maybe it was because of the free preschool at 5 years of age, but most children don't have big family problems in starting school. I didn't seem to have had any more difficulties in starting school than other children, though my mom is a little more likely to say pace of schoolwork is too fast for me, and that I find schoolwork harder than some other children my age. Although my mom has lots of difficulties, we get on the same as other moms, and they're 5-year-olds, and this is this stage, this stage in my life. My mom isn't any more stressed than other moms of 5-year-olds. And that was Brid's story. Thank you.